What's up, guys? It's your favorite broker and host, Wayne Chappelle, and I'm back at you. Back to back, I'm coming at you with another video. And this video, I'm just going to come right out and address probably one of the top questions that I get from folks who, know me and know the kind of numbers that I've been putting up on the board over the past couple of years. So I'm just going to address this because a lot of people that, that I coach or that approach me that are trying to figure out what is Wayne Chappelle doing, especially in Atlanta, Georgia, where I'm based out of. What is he doing? Because he's got hundreds of listings. He's all over the MLS. He's all over Zillow and all the real estate sites. When you do a property search in Georgia, and you're seeing Wayne Chappelle all over the place. What is Wayne Chappelle doing? How did he put up these types of numbers where he has over $250 million in sales and over 1,000 transactions successfully closed? How is Wayne Chappelle doing these kind of numbers? How is Wayne Chappelle putting out, 250 million in volume? These are the questions I hope to answer for you guys, because I do get this quite a lot. And it kind of seems like, when you look at things, I've been in the business almost 14 years, and it looks like I've come out of nowhere, right? It's just Wayne Chappelle is all over the place, and I could say I'm well known now in the industry in Atlanta, but I wasn't that well known, prior to. But now that my face is all over all the listings, everybody is starting to get to know me and starting to ask questions of where did I come from, right? So hopefully in this video I can answer some of those questions. And this video I'm titling, it's basically my numbers that I've been putting up. I've exceeded these numbers, but I actually stopped counting. But I've done over $250 million. That's over 250 million in sales volume and over 1,000 transactions successfully closed in kind of short order, right? So I've done more than that at this point. But a lot of my sales volume and success, if that's what you want to call it, but it's just production, right? It's rolling up your sleeves and getting busy. As far as production, these outstanding numbers that I hit is over the past 2 years, right? So like I said, I've been in business in real estate as a real estate agent, as a realtor for almost 14 years now. But, I became a broker about 2 years ago. And at that point, my business just kind of skyrocketed as far as production. So I became a broker and poof, boom, it went from, this much to it just blew up. And a lot of people asking, well, how did that happen, right? How did you just go from, being a mediocre agent to, just blowing up the way you did? And I could tell you this, it's leverage, right? And it has to do with a team. If you want to put up these kind of numbers and you don't want to basically run yourself in the grave with, stress and high blood pressure, you need an outstanding team that supports you. So with that being said, I've mentioned in other videos, I can take credit for what I've done, but I play a small part in this role, right? And when I say small, I'm looking at the overall production of the team. And when you look at anybody that's currently on my team, we're all putting out numbers that regular agents are putting out for the year. So we're putting out numbers in a month. And I can give you, an estimate, and this is a true and accurate estimate of what each and every team member on my team is doing. They're doing anywhere from 40 to 60 transactions a month, okay? You have top producing agents who are doing 40 and 60 transactions a year. They would be considered top producers. Now, everybody on my team, I'm telling you, I call them the dream team. And I feel like, and this is a true statement from how I feel, I feel like I have the greatest real estate team that has ever been assembled in real estate to put out these kind of numbers, right? And to make these strides in sales production in over the past 2 years, it's been tremendous, right? And we've all been blessed to be in this position, but it's all about leverage, right? And leverage, I would say, is the number one thing that has me in this position, because I have my own numbers that I put up, but everybody sees the collective number, right? So I haven't done $250 million in real estate sales by myself, right? I would be pretty much just worn out right now if I did that kind of production by myself. Now, there's agents out there that could do it. In Atlanta, Georgia, like I mentioned, I'm licensed in 4 states throughout the Southeast: North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. And I pretty much operate out of 7 markets in those 4 states. But the average, purchase price is about $250,000, right? We're not selling mansions here to where, we can, work with those types of numbers. This is average price homes in the Southeast, right? So we're talking about 250,000, and that's why I kind of stopped at that number. Makes it easy to dissect the type of production that I'm doing in regards to that. So $250 million, 250 million, and you have 1,000 transactions. It's equates to about an average price point for me, which is 250,000. So leverage, I would say, is the number one thing. I always tell people that it's leverage, right? I leverage the team, and I leverage my ability to get in this position where I am. So without leverage, I would still be, where I was, 2+ years ago, just the average Joe, right? But I was able to take that leverage, and number one, becoming a broker, that was leverage in itself. And it allowed me to be, eventually, become, be placed into this position where I'm the listing agent for Atlanta, for the brokerage that I represent. And, it's been a tremendous blessing, and I'm truly humble for it. But I always tell people, you look at my numbers, everything, even though everything rolls up under me, the whole team, all their numbers roll up under me. I don't do this by myself. I have a team of top-notch agents that work with me, and we work together to make this happen. So I'm truly grateful for them. I always pay homage to my team. And it's one thing when you're on a team and you have somebody who's up there, who's shining, and doesn't acknowledge how they got in this position. So I always want to pay homage to my team and thank them for all that they've done to allow me to be in this position. To be in this position as a listing agent representing my team is a privilege, and it's an honor, and I never take that for granted. So leverage would be the first thing. The second thing would be the team, right? The team is what makes this happen. And also, I would say collectively, one was the broker, 2 was leveraging, becoming a broker, number 1. Being able to leverage being a broker, because not everybody's a broker, right? I'm an associate broker, and I'm also a qualifying broker. So being able to leverage those, and also, and just to be clear, so you guys know that don't understand how this is set up. So I'm an associate broker at the brokerage where I'm posting my production numbers, right? I do sales as an associate broker. So I just want to clear that up. I'm also a qualifying broker. I do own my own firm, right? But that firm does not do real estate sales. It does real estate referrals. So these 2 are separate. And I haven't even discussed anything in regards to what I do as a qualifying broker in the referral side versus what I'm doing on the sales side and production side as an associate broker. So being able to leverage, a salesperson doesn't have that type of leverage. They can't utilize leverage as a salesperson to be able to do what I'm doing. So if you're a salesperson, you're going to be affiliated with one brokerage, right? Or one broker. As a associate broker, you can be affiliated with more than one brokerage or more than one company. So that's where leverage comes in as being a broker. And leverage, as far as knowing who to affiliate with, as far as what brokerage to affiliate with, to leverage that brand, leverage the brokerage to grow your business. So that's the other thing. And then number three is the team, being able to leverage a team. And not all teams are successful. Like I said, my team is a dream team. I feel like we are the greatest team that's ever been created in in real estate. And if you think back to 1992 in the Olympics with the dream team in basketball, that is what I equate my real estate team to. And obviously, all good things come to an end because I'm projected to shift my business. I already mentioned to you guys in other videos, I'm starting to branch out and do other things, right? So my focus is not always going to be, putting out these stellar numbers that have been done, right? It's time to let somebody else kind of take the reign on that. I feel truly blessed that I put out these numbers, and I've said in other videos, I can retire today and be totally 100% satisfied with the numbers, my production that I've done over these past 2 years, which, equates to more than a lot of folks have done in their career who's been in the business twice, 3 times, 4 times as long as I have. So I'm truly blessed and truly honored in that regard, but I'm looking to branch out into other things. So obviously, I don't see myself putting out another $250 million in real estate sales or putting out another 1,000 transactions. I mean, over my lifetime, I may be able to accomplish that, but I've accomplished a goal. And like I've said in other videos, I'm a very goal-oriented person. I've truly far exceeded the goals that I've set for myself as far as real estate sales and production and transactions. So it's time for me to kind of branch out into other things, and that's what I've been doing. I mentioned to you guys that I'm working on my instructor's license to become a real estate instructor. I do coaching, I do mentoring. I'm trying to share the knowledge that I have with folks, and there is no secret sauce. I think the biggest secret sauce that I've been using is leverage, right? I've learned how to master my leverage that's put me in this position. So if you want my key takeaway or the secret sauce, it's leverage. So leverage, if you're a salesperson, you need to figure out what you can leverage and how you can leverage and start leveraging what you have, right? You can't look at different people's setups and say, well, I want to leverage that, because you might not be in a position to do that. Like I mentioned, if you're a salesperson, it's going to be damn near impossible for you to leverage what a broker can leverage, right? So if you want to go that route, then you need to become a broker. That's one of the reasons that I became a broker. I saw where there was an opportunity for me to leverage myself if I became a broker. So like I said, 2 years ago, I became a broker. My business blew up since then, right? Because of leverage. But you don't have to become a broker to leverage yourself. And I don't know if I mentioned in other videos, but I had a lot of leverage when I first came into the business. I did a lot of referral business, and I really do like referrals because I'm licensed in multiple states, but when I started, I wasn't. I was just licensed in Georgia, and being licensed in Georgia, I could only practice real estate in Georgia. So I started off with a Georgia real estate license, but I referred real estate business and clients pretty much all over the country, right? Even internationally. You have opportunities to do referrals and get referral fees for referring clients and business to other states, other countries. Referrals is a beautiful thing, but that's a a topic for another video. I just wanted to clear up, and hopefully you guys understand how I got to these numbers is leverage, and where I'm going at or where I'm moving at in the future. So this video was about answering my $250 million in real estate sales, my 1,000 transactions closed. Hopefully I gave you guys some perspective on how I got there, how I did it. It's my team. I didn't do it by myself. And if you guys got any questions or any comments, please drop them down below. Please like and subscribe. Like I said, This channel has my name on it, but it's all about you guys. I really want to be able to tailor this channel out, get some quality content, up on the channel. And I can't do it by myself. I'm going to need your help. So with that being said, guys, go out there, have a blessed day, go out there and make it happen. And I'll see you guys on the next video.